Alright, let's go ahead and get this here started. So, hello everyone, and that sort of thing. Gonna be starting up the stream momentarily, but before we get to that, I'll go ahead and do the Patreon shoutouts. And those shoutouts are going to Snow Kieran, Hiduru, and a special thanks to my special sponsor, Lit Dragon. So the game plan for today is we'll be heading to the Seafoam Islands, and while there, we'll be getting a new teammate for my team. One of the final teammates for my team, in fact. And if anybody is watching this stream after it's already over, you'll probably be able to guess what that teammate is going to be because it's going to be in the thumbnail. I'm kind of running out of Pokemon to use for my thumbnail because I've been trying to make sure that all the Pokemon in my stream thumbnails are Pokemon that have been on my team. And thus far, pretty much all of us currently on this team have been in the thumbnail, so it has to be the teammate that's coming up. So then, let us go ahead and get started. I already got prepared, so we can just go right into this and start battling trainers. For example, this trainer right here. I look at the sea to forget. That sounds depressing. So, at this moment, E3 is happening, and Nintendo is doing their treehouse thing. I don't know if it's going at this very moment, but it was going, well, just a little bit ago. I'm not entirely sure when their treehouse ends, but it's quite possible that it's still going. I was watching a little bit of it, and pretty interesting stuff. There's like 2 new Metroid games, and there's that Mario Odyssey thing going on, and yeah, kind of exciting stuff. If you're a Nintendo fanboy. If you're not a Nintendo fanboy, it's probably not that exciting at all, because they're not showing off much in the way of third-party stuff, which I think they really needed to do. But they haven't. They've shown off a little, but not very much. Currently, I have set up a live reaction to their Nintendo Direct, and I haven't uploaded it yet, but as soon as I'm done with the stream, I'm going to go ahead and start uploading it to YouTube for anybody who might be interested. In regards to this game, right here, I am hoping that I can finish this game in 5 streams or less. This would be stream number 1, and hopefully we'll finish this off by the end of Saturday. That would be ideal. Because, of course, gotta make sure I'm ready for that Final Fantasy V 4-job fiesta. There are 2 things that throw me off with that name. Final Fantasy V 4, and then 4-job fiesta. I keep thinking 4-star, Team 4-star. Nessie's not able to really do a whole lot in this battle. Aside from making the Pokemon sleep, that helps. But really want her to get stronger because we're going to be fighting an Articuno in Seafoam Islands, and gonna try to get Nessie up so that she can play a key role in possibly capturing it. Although considering what happened in the previous stream with Zapdos, there's no guarantee that we'll be capturing an Articuno. But gonna try. Ooh, traumatic. You really are depressing, aren't you? I'm looking at the sea to forget. Yes, we are aware. Alright. Make a quick trip to recover. Thankfully, the Pokemon Center is right here, so don't have to travel far. further out we get to sea, though, the less timely it would be to come back here to heal. Thankfully, right before ending the last stream, Red bought a whole bunch of healing items, so we got those if we need them. Oh boy, I just remembered how big this place is. There's a whole lot of open water, and we're just going to have to kind of sidle along here if we want to find all the trainers. I suppose technically we could just go straight to Seafoam Islands and not fight any trainers. What's beyond the horizon? Water. I'm gonna say water. Probably also some other Pokemon regions, like the Alola region. Hypothetically speaking, anyway. It could also be that across the horizon is, like, South America, considering this game is apparently part of this world. Okay, this is turning unfortunate. There we go. I suppose if nothing else, Ashu would also be a really good choice out here. In fact, Ashu would pretty much be a good choice for pretty much the entirety of out here, because I'm going to be fighting nothing but water Pokemon. By the way, weird thing about this, we have to ride on a Pokemon to surf, but as far as I can tell, none of the trainers out here are riding a Pokemon. So, if they can surf out here without a Pokemon, why can't we? Of course, it's entirely possible that they are surfing on a Pokemon. I mean, they do have water Pokemon. Thing of it is, though, you don't see them surfing on any Pokemon. Alright, you know what? We're not dealing with this. Instead, we'll deal with that. Alright. Aww. Jenny, you need to be faster. And that is not the same as rap. So, yay for not rap. I was really hoping that would take it out. Will Egg Bomb be enough? Will we get to find out? It's entirely possible, but who knows? Yeah, it actually was enough. Oh, great, another one. Well, here we go again. Really wish Egg Bomb was a little bit more accurate. Considering that chances aren't that strong, I feel like it would be beneficial if this attack was more accurate. Alright, Goldeen. We'll just let Nessie finish this. Funnily enough, that caused about the same amount of damage as against a Tentacle. And yet Goldeen is not weak to Psychic. I guess Tentacle is buffer with special defense. Glub. Okay, well that answers my question about whether they're surfing on their Pokemon. I see a couple of islands. Yeah, that would be the Seafoam Islands. Oh, well, hold on a sec. Let's cure that poison. Full heal. Speaking of buffing up, here's hoping that this team can get stronger, but good. Because getting to the end of the game here. I love swimming. What about you? Oh, I love swimming. Totally. Swimming underwater. Although I'm not a water Pokemon, it's pretty fun when you got wings. You can kind of like glide under the water. It's cool stuff. Of course, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that whole gliding underwater thing, but that's just how much I love it. Ah, screw it. Let's just focus on taking it out. On second thought, let's focus on making it fall asleep before it makes Nessie fall asleep. Offhand, I wonder which is more accurate, Sing or Hypnosis. They are both fairly inaccurate. Okay, we can finish off with the surf. Oh boy, a Poliwhirl. That might be dangerous. Gonna really want to consider bringing Ashchew out. Yeah, let's bring Ashchew out. The downside to switching Pokemon out, especially in regards to the experience all, the experience between the two Pokemon gets sent in is split in half, and then it also affects the experience that is spread to all of my teammates and myself. I mean, that's not a bad amount of experience right there, but it could have been more had we not split Nessie and Ashchew. I feel like we're actually missing out on experience by doing this. So, as soon as we get our final team put together, probably going to go ahead and deposit the experience all. Belly Flop! I can beat Pokemon at swimming. I'd like to see you try. Get some more healing going on real quick. The reason why I wanted the experience all for the time being is because, well, we're kind of handicapped because of us getting new teammates and the stronger ones leaving for the weaker ones to come in. And it's like, well, they're not going to have much of a chance to do anything because us stronger teammates are going to have to be doing most of the battling at first, while the weaker teammates can't really survive for very long. And so the experience all was kind of there to kind of remedy the situation. By having the experience all, it means that the weaker teammates are able to get some experience in before they start pulling their own weight. Wow, level 5? Nah. Not worth the PP. I tried diving for Pokemon, but it was a no-go. Yeah, sorry, dive is not a thing until Generation 3. So, the wild Pokemon out here. Outside of Seafoam Islands, all the Pokemon out here are basically tentacles. And the range of levels they can be at is ridiculous. They could be at level 5, but they can also be at level 40. Let us hope we don't encounter the ones that are at level 40. I mean, I know that we could come here at pretty much any point after getting the ability to use Surf. But still, you're not going to be coming out here anywhere around level 5. So they don't really need level 5 Pokemon out here because we don't need to be treated that nicely, I guess is the best way to put it. That said, I'm definitely glad the trainers around here have variety in their teams. Why is my phone ringing? It's a trashy number. Oh wait, no it wasn't. 710... 1, 2... No, it's a trashy number. I don't want to answer it. It has no name that I know, therefore not answering it. That is how you avoid telemarketers and scam artists. Oh yeah, I was saying that I'm glad that the trainers out here have variety in their teams. Help! You have to fish for sea Pokemon, or you can surf. I mean, aren't you coming across those tentacles? The fact that there are more water Pokemon than any other type definitely helps in the variety of Pokemon these guys have. Swimming's great, sunburns aren't. I wouldn't know, I've got fur. Alright, Nessie, can you handle this a little bit better than the last one? Maybe? No? I'm gonna take that as a no. Yep, that's a no. Then confusion. Let's bring in somebody else. Me or Erica? Erica's got lightning. Kind of a good thing, too, because you only got so many Thunderbolts. When Ash 2 runs out, Red can send in my sister. You know, this is just my opinion personally, but Goldeen and Seeking seem so normal in this world of Pokemon. They're fish. The only thing that makes them stand out is they got horns. Then again, compared to some of the monsters that they are releasing in the newer games, normal is kind of nice. Shocker! Yep, that's what it was, alright. My boyfriend wanted to swim to Seafoam Islands. Would that be him over there? Here, Jenny, heal a few of us, please. I was kind of thrown off for a moment there because it did not leave this menu. I'm not used to healing leaving me in the menu. And then we'll just use one healing item on you because I'm sure we're going to encounter more tentacles. Let's see here. We got lemonades, don't we? Yeah. So we basically just healed 4 Pokemon for the price of 1. Oh boy, we got all sorts of trainers just hanging around right here, don't we? I swam here, but I'm tired. You need to find something to hold on to then. This is kind of why you need a Pokemon to surf. They don't get worn out. Oh boy, this thing better work first try. Darn. Alright, not even wasting time with Harden. Let's just get in there and zap it. Oh, and it knows recover. Well, then it's definitely a good thing Red sent in Erica. Nessie would not get anywhere against that thing. Not at her level. Come to think of it, it's kind of appropriate that Star used no recover. Because real life starfish can actually regenerate limbs. That's gotta be a cool ability, by the way. Regenerating limbs. Why is that not a normal thing for life? Like, why can't raccoons regenerate limbs? That would be so convenient. Better yet, why can't dragons? We're supposed to be all mythical and stuff. Regenerating limbs should be part of the myth. I'm exhausted. Lapras is so big, it must keep you dry on water. Yeah, kind of. The water splashes a little bit, though. Thankfully, I'm sitting comfortably dry inside my Pokeball. These waters are treacherous. Oh boy, 5 Pokemon, one of them's Tentacle. Probably gonna deal with confusion again. Along with Rap. Not sure which is worse, Rap or confusion. Because when you're being wrapped, you can't do anything. At the same time, it's not causing a whole lot of damage, but you're just stuck not being able to do anything, which is really annoying. At the same time, when you're confused, there's a chance you can't do anything, and so you hit yourself for a bunch of damage, all the while you're also being attacked by your opponent. So, annoyance of the inability to do anything, or the fact that you're probably going to take a whole bunch of damage if you're unlucky. I'm leaning towards confusion. Okay, you need to have more than just tentacle, please. Need to have that variety that I was just talking about. As soon as we're done with this group of trainers, I'll have Red headed back to the Pokemon Center again. Alright, that's a helpful level. Trying to learn Mist. Mist. I want to say that prevents the usage of things like Growl. Yeah. So, do we get rid of it? I mean, it's not really that helpful. Nah, abandon it. No, and a level up for Jenny. Nice. Trying to learn... Well, speaking of Growl... Sing, Soft Boil, Psychic, Egg Bomb... Nah. Abandon that. That kind of reminds me, way back in the day, when I was new to Pokemon, and didn't really know what I was doing much... Anytime a Pokemon learned a new attack, I would basically just have them remove their oldest attack, because I figure, okay, well if it's a new attack, then it's gotta be better than the stuff they already have. Let's get rid of the old thing. Nowadays I know better. That is not only the less ideal option, it is also terrible, because there are Pokemon that learn certain attacks like, how do I word this? The next group of attacks they learn are like status attacks and that sort of thing, and then you would be left with just one singular damage attack, and that's not good. Like, for example, Butterfree. It'll learn Confusion, which is cool, but then it learns like Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, Paralyze Powder. That is a Tentacruel. Yeah, good luck, sis. Kind of surprised that she managed to go to sleep before being attacked. Haven't really paid much attention. Does rest go first? I feel like it doesn't. I don't think it's a fast attack. That resting didn't help a whole lot, did it? No, I guess in this situation she's faster. For some reason I feel like she should have been slower. I blame Rap. Rap is the cause of all problems. Even when they forget to put the pickles on your burger at the fast food restaurant. You blame Rap. I'm trying to learn Horn Drill. Yeah, I already tried using that, and out of the dozen or so times I tried using it, it only worked once, so, no. Ooh, dangerous. No for her, and no for me. I got a cramp! Glub glub. Well, sucks to be you. Alright, little more healing, Jenny. You know, in regards to the Game Boy, that's kind of a generic sound for healing. I'll mention why momentarily. Oh, I just love your ride! Can I have it if I win? No! Anyway, that sound effect when you're getting healed. I feel like it's the same as the... Oh, Nessie was poisoned. I feel like it's the same sound effect that plays in, like, Final Fantasy Legend. But then again, this is the Game Boy, so odds are we're gonna hear some similar sound effects. Okay, Nessie, your sleep needs to do better than this. These Pokemon are waking up way too fast. It's probably a good thing that we're fighting water Pokemon, by the way. Because I imagine falling asleep in the water would not normally be ideal. Nessie's almost out of strengths. I'm gonna have to switch out just for the sake of being able to continue causing damage. Because Surf ain't gonna do anything against these guys. It would actually be kind of funny if just out of the blue we encountered a trainer with a fire Pokemon out here. Ooh, that was convenient. Nessie can finish things off with a Surf. Alright, now it's time to bring in somebody else. Seeking Erica or Ash 2. Oh, Erica's reached 100 hit points. Go, sis! Meanwhile, I'm a level higher than her, and I'm only at 93 HP. Oh boy, yep. That was a critical hit. Aww. Needed that to be just a little bit stronger there. Oh well. And then a Goldeen. This'll go down easy. And lastly, Poliwag. Also going down easy. You know, considering how late into the game we are, I'm definitely surprised that we're still seeing some Stage 1 Pokemon. Oh! I lost! That you did. It's still a long way to go to Seafoam Islands. In that case, we're definitely going back to heal. Hopefully after this we can deal with the rest of the trainers on the way to the islands and then heal one more time before going in. Alright. Back into the watery fray we go. Random thought. When you're using Surf, you see the Pokemon that you're riding, but you don't see you. Does that mean that Red is actually sitting inside Nessie's Pokeball while she's riding around? Well, this scene right here kind of disproves that theory. But it's an interesting thought. There's way too much open water out here. Of course, being in the open water is a lot like wandering through a cave. You don't have to go through grass to find Pokemon, they're just plain everywhere. Why are you riding a Pokemon? Can't you swim? I suppose that is a pretty good question. Maybe Red can't swim. Smokescreen? No. Not putting up with that. I suppose dealing with a smokescreen would be better than dealing with sand in your eyes, though. I wouldn't mind riding along on the back of a Lapras. You know what, Maddie? Me too. That sounds like it would be a treat. Especially on such a nice and friendly Pokemon, and a beautiful Pokemon at that. It's no wonder that Lapras is so popular. Man, if only that caused just a little bit more damage. Oh well. So far, it doesn't seem that Erica has been affected much by that smokescreen, which is good. Ooh, the evolution of Horsey. This might require 2 Thunderbolts. Yeah, probably. Or maybe 3. On a related note, Seadra can evolve again in later generations. I forget what the evolution is called, but it becomes like a dragon seahorse, which is actually kind of cool. Never actually used it though. The horsey family of Pokemon is generally not one that I touch. It's mainly just famous through the cartoon, cause Misty had one. Yes, Kingdra, that is the third form. Ouch! Torpedoed! Riding a Pokemon sure looks fun. That it does, swimmer. That it does. The water is shallow here. Oh really? So I can just get out and walk here? Yeah, Maddie, it's definitely annoying how there's 3 water HMs in Gen 2 and 3, because it's like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Isn't 1 enough? Now we gotta devote 3 slots to HMs? And one of the HMs isn't even that good. Nobody uses Whirlpool. Except to access the Silver Islands, Whirl Islands, whatever they're called. I think Whirl Islands. Actually, Generation 3 added another one, Dive. So, that's 1 water Pokemon who has to be an HM slave simply because there's 4 water HMs. It's redonkulous. Splash, he says. I wish I could ride my Pokemon. Yeah, I imagine Shelter is not ideal for surfing material. Although it does kind of resemble a surfboard. Okay, got another one right here. Oh boy, level 30 Tentacool. Good thing we can run. Seafoam is a quiet getaway. It kind of is, actually. Oh yeah, as far as dive goes, it's a pretty good attack. Isn't it like the water version of Dig? Mind you, I don't know how a Pokemon can dive underwater when they're battling inside a building, but anything goes in the world of Pokemon. That would actually be interesting now that I think about it, if environmental rules came into play during battle. Like, you cannot send out a Diglett if you're inside a building, because how would it hide itself? Unless it just burrowed a hole in the floor. But I feel like the people who own the building would get kind of mad about that. Actually, you know, the worst place to use dig would be on a boat. Quit it! There's a huge cavern underneath this island. Yep, we're going to be exploring that. Oh, and we're actually here. Cool, cool. Is there any trainers on the land before we head back to heal? No, but there is another trainer out here, so we'll finish you off and then we'll go back to heal. I feel like that's a glitch. It's like, there's a trainer there. Oh, never mind. This is like, she's kind of only slightly paying attention to us. I love floating with the fishes. I've actually swam in a lake once or twice, but I don't think there were any fish nearby me. I feel like they were like, nope, and then they just left. I think it would actually be pretty cool to go someplace where the fish are used to people swimming, and then you really could just swim with the fishes. That sounds like it would be quite the experience, especially if the water was all crystal clear. Oh, darn. Was hoping Nessie would be able to take this on his own. Her own. Nope, that ain't happening. That's too bad. Oh well, still a good amount of experience. Youch! What do you mean, youch? We didn't even touch you. Although I suppose you were in the vicinity when Ashu used Thunderbolt, so... okay. I'll give you that one. Want to float with me? Okie doke. Just resting here on the edge of the shore. Looking at those pillars sticking out of the water. The only reason these pillars are here are to force you to go through the cave. They serve no purpose whatsoever otherwise. Well, I mean, the pillars out here are meant to stop you from going out into infinite water, but the pillars in front of Seafoam Island, they're just forcing you to go through the cave for no apparent reason. We're heading back to heal. And then, after we get healed up, back to Seafoam Islands. Gonna go dungeon crawling again. I wonder what border I'm gonna use. I don't necessarily have to use a border with every dungeon I go into, but I've done that for most of the game. So what border do I want to use? Oh, I remember what border I want to use. It's gonna be kind of special. Here, just to make this go a little bit faster. Super repel. Oh, I forgot we had the rare candy on hand. Gonna have to keep that in mind. Alright, in we go. Actually, no, not in we go. We're gonna actually wait until the appropriate time to go in. And by that, you'll see what I mean. So one interesting thing about Super Game Boy is some of the borders have a special screensaver animation that plays if you let the game sit for long enough. But there's actually a code that actually triggers these screensavers without having to wait around, and that code is LLLLRR. And there was a little sound effect that played that when I did that. That lets me know that I successfully triggered the screensaver. And in the situation of this particular screensaver, it goes through an animation where it goes through sunset and the stars are going to come out. And that is what I'm waiting on, for the stars to come out. Because that's going to be a pretty scene, and kind of fitting for a mood in a way. Going into a watery cave where a mythical ice beast awaits. Definitely going to be fitting. Or I think so anyway. It won't take long to get the stars. But I'll wait just a moment longer once the stars appear, because there's going to be a shooting star. And the thing about this particular animation, it's one of the only animations, one of the only screensavers, where it freezes once you resume playing the game. All the other screensavers, for the most part, reset back to normal when you start moving. So just another minute or two and we'll have the money shot. I also like how the stars are twinkling. Alright, waiting for that moment when the shooting star appears. There it is! Alright, let us proceed. So the thing about this place is... well, there's a couple of things about this place. The first thing is we got some puzzle solving to do. Gonna be pushing boulders around. And the only way we're gonna get to Articuno is by pushing these borders. Might want to avoid wild Pokemon for the most part. We're not going to be able to make any real progress until we solve the puzzle. That's unfortunate. Hello, nerd with the paddle? Yeah, Seafoam Islands. It's been a while since I've traveled through this place. Hopefully I remember where I'm supposed to go to get through this. Let's see. Red, it's probably smart of you to use the ladder, but jump down the hole anyway. And we have to keep on pushing these boulders all the way down. Oh, not surf, strength. Have to reuse it in every room. It's kind of unfortunate. Going to want to consider sending somebody else out front. Alright, that's the end of Repel. While we're exploring, we're bound to find my next teammate. And although I should put Articuno on priority, I kind of want that new teammate more. Because I don't know how many balls it's going to take to actually successfully capture it. Okay, where is the boulder? Okay, yeah, I forgot how much of a maze this place was going to be. Okay, there's the boulder. As soon as we find that new teammate, you can bet we're going to repel the rest of the way through here. Oh darn, can't reach it from here. Okay. Ah, well that was easy. Are we here too soon? Should probably head back up. We need to find that rock that we dropped down. Oh, we can get to it from here. This is an interesting mechanic, by the way, I think. Because we're not just pushing boulders, but we're pushing boulders through multiple layers. A lot of the time when you just push boulders, it's just, okay, you push it to this spot and then you're done with that boulder. But no, we're carrying these boulders through the entire dungeon. That thing could be dangerous. Alright, after this, should probably send Ash 2 in front so we can run easier. Now what is through there, real quick? Okay, actually that's where we came from, and then up here, this leads somewhere. Ah, to the boulder. Now I want to be careful, because I feel like, well, let's try it. See what happens. Land in the water, and we're being forced out of the cave because of heavy currents. Oh wait, nope, not being forced out of the cave, just being forced forward. Ultra Ball, needed that. That is ultimately why we are pushing the boulders. We're going to be wanting to block the current of that other room. Got some new Pokemon here we could catch, but I'm not interested right now. Now what's this? Danger! Fast current! You don't say. Articuno is right up there. But we can't catch it because of the fast current. I can't remember if you... Oh, the current is much too fast. I can't remember if you can get through the rest of this dungeon without fiddling with the current. Boulders might change the flow of water. They might, they will. Alright, okay, I know where I am now. There's gonna be a hidden item in there. Hopefully we'll find that new teammate soon. Alright, there's the last hidden item in this place. Alright, how do we do this again? Okay, I remember. Oh, hold up. I don't want to do this boulder yet. I need to get this boulder out of the way first. Or Red has to anyway. Or maybe Nessie. Somebody has to get that boulder out of the way first. Then push that there. And I think this means that the current is safe. Yep, the current is safe. So we can actually go up here and reach Articuno now. That's a thing. But first things first. Gotta find that new teammate. I feel like there's more to this dungeon anyway. I wanna say we weren't finished pushing boulders. I don't think we were anyway. No, we weren't. I'm fairly certain we weren't. Nope, definitely weren't, because there's only one boulder in the water there. So we need to find the other boulder. Oh, there it is. Not surf, strength. Get out onto that land, Nessie, and push that boulder. Or supply Red with your strength. Not really sure how it works. Alright. Now we can actually surf around here. Aha! I was right. Need to push the boulders in order to get out of this cave, because that leads to the exit, I'm pretty sure. But ignoring the exit for now. So the puzzle is pretty much done here. We just need to look for that teammate. Oh, there it is. Gonna get a seal on my team. I have never had a seal before. Okay, that is apparently not the teammate. Darn you, Ash Chu. Had to go in critical hit. Let's not do that again. Actually, since you're strong enough, just go ahead and take out that thing. But anyway, I have never actually trained a seal before. They appear so late in this game. It's like, why would you want a level 20 some odd Pokemon when you're dealing with level 50 gym leaders? But they're so cute, and I just really want to try one out for once. Alright, let's think about this situation properly here. What's your speed, Jenny? 70, no, 39. Not very fast. We'll keep Ashchu in front, but switch out when we find that seal. Now that we know this is where we can find them, this is where we shall search. A seal is a must. In fact, get on your bike. That'll attract some monsters faster. I don't think surfing will find any seals. And besides that, the encounter rate while surfing is pretty low. Oh, didn't think we'd find a Kingler here. Man, if we weren't trying to save our Ultra Balls, this place would be a smorgasbord of new Pokédex entries. Wow, another critical hit? Oh, that's right, the whole speed critical hit situation. Yeah, Ashu, you are not going to be the one to help us catch that seal. Alright. Try this again, but better. Actually, first things first. Growl. That way you'll actually have a little bit of use with this. And then I think Nessie will be the the one to handle that thing. Oh boy. Watch out for those critical hits. Alright, Nessie. Come help Red catch your replacement. Please. Do we still have any great balls? I think we used them up. Alright, I don't trust you to not get a critical hit. Super Raffle, Ultra Ball. Nah, we used up the Great Balls. So hopefully this Ultra Ball will be able to catch it. Yep, not a problem. Seal, the sea lion Pokemon. Loves freezing cold conditions. Relishes swimming in a frigid climate of around 14 degrees Fahrenheit. That is one cold Pokemon. So, that's cool. Finally got a Seal. We'll, have it join the team after we're done here. Let me think for a moment. Nickname. I don't know any famous seals on television. Also, that is a lame name for a Pokemon, by the way. It's a seal called Seal. It's just spelled slightly differently. Let's go with Jerry. Because there's this Tom and Jerry cartoon that has a seal in it, and it's kind of cute. Hopefully we do not get Jerry and Jenny confused too much. Alright, with that, Jerry the seal has been peacefully sent to the internet in his sleep. And now comes the fun part. Going after that Articuno. This will not be easy. I don't know what being put on a Pokemon box would feel like, Maddie, but I have no intention of ever doing that. I have insisted that my trainer never store me on the internet. That sounds all sorts of unfortunateness possibilities. And they might say it's perfectly safe, but I ain't trusting myself being digitally stored on a cloud server. Alright, so let's properly prepare here. Let's make sure we're maxed out. It's too bad that using soft-boiled on just a few hit points still causes a lot of damage. But for the sake of being fully healed up. Now here's the question. Is Jenny gonna be capable of taking that thing down? Well, capable of helping, to be sure. Hold on, what is your special, Jenny? Your special is 48, your defense is 43. 76 and 13. Yeah, Nessie, you're gonna want to go first. At the very least, you can make it fall asleep. You know, Maddie, I'm not sure I would want to live in a world where a glitch Pokemon exists. I mean, it sounds fun, but in the context of these first games, the idea that there's this one Pokemon that can come along and appear and just make everything glitch out is kind of scary. And in fact, there's this one internet show called Atop the Fourth Wall. And in the show, first off, it is a show where this guy named Linkara reviews comic books. But there was this story arc where he actually had to deal with Missing No, and it was making everybody in the world disappear. Freaky stuff. Alright, Nessie, hopefully you'll survive. You're not going to be able to cause much damage. In fact, you're on growl duty. Ice Beam. How strong are you against this, Nessie? You're water ice, right? Or at the very least, you're part water. What are you? Yeah, water ice. And yet, Ice Beam still cause an unfortunate amount of damage. Really gonna want you to make that thing fall asleep. Yeah. Darn it. Okay. Here we go again. Gonna really want to not use up all of my healing items again. We just started recuperating what money we used up from the last time we tried catching a legendary bird. You know what? Bleh. Jenny Sing. finally. It's too bad Jenny don't know Growl, that we chose not to learn that. We can afford to use one revive. Although we have other Growlers, but I feel like Nessie is more likely to survive against that Articuno's attacks. Even though Nessie has clearly already not survived against Articuno's attacks. You just need to throw in a few more Growls here. One more. Alright, good. It stayed asleep the whole time. So all of that growling is going to help. It's going to wake up. Now it's going to go to sleep. And we need somebody to cause some serious damage on that thing. It's going to be Ashchew. In my experience, it might be just a placebo effect. It might just be me having imagination. Wow, that did not cause nearly as much damage as I expected. But anyway, it seems like lowering stats like attack helps just a little bit. Oh, that was better. Just a little bit. Don't get another critical hit, please. Okay, good. Helps just a little bit in regards to catching the Pokemon. Alright. Ashchew might go down from this attack. Yep. You know, it's no wonder Ashchew hasn't reached maximum happiness yet. He goes down a lot. Alright. Sing! That thing's got pretty low HP. Surely it's catchable. Where's that Ultra Ball? Here we go. Okay then. That was a lot easier than the Zapdos. Articuno, the Freeze Pokemon. A legendary bird Pokemon. It freezes water that is contained in winter air and makes it snow. Kind of think of it, I think it's kind of implied that this dungeon we're in is kind of a frozen kind of wasteland sort of thing. A frozen, icy water sort of place. But of course it's salt water, so that's why the water's not frozen. In fact, I think in subsequent games, this place is actually given a frozen appearance. Like it's all blue and icy and that sort of thing. Anyway, now we can start making our way out. You know, we do got some Ultra Balls to spare. We could go ahead and try to catch things. Yeah, think we will, if we encounter anything of interest on the way out. For example, we could encounter a Krabby. Definitely start with Sing. Now, do we have enough space on the PC to catch anything? We'll find out momentarily. Doesn't matter too much what we catch on the way out, just for the sake of filling up the Pokédex some more. Yep, we got room for a Krabby. Alright, Krabby, the river crab Pokemon. Its pincers are superb weapons. They sometimes break off during battle, but they grow back fast. More regenerativeness. That is such a cool thing. Yep, this is definitely leading to the exit. And there it is. Might as well look for something else, though. As long as we're here. No, it's just another Krabby. We can do better than that. Maybe a Kingler? What else was here again? Zubats, Golbats. Golbat would be acceptable. Of course, as soon as you catch a Pokemon, it suddenly becomes very common. Oh, that's not good. Don't be doing that. Jenny, you got enough HP to heal Nessie, right? Yeah. Maybe a second time, even. Zubats, we got those. Come on, we saw a whole bunch of different Pokemon on the way here. Aha! Kingler! Let's go for it. That's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. That is an instant death attack along the lines of Horn Drill, and the fact that it actually worked on the first try is complete BS. Really? Oh my gosh, 2 times in a row? Are you kidding me? Get out of here! I swear, if that hits a 3rd time... Good enough. We're not even gonna worry about those dang status effects. Just catch it. Watch our PC be full. No, it wasn't full. Cool. I think we're done here, though. No more Pokemon. This is redonkulous. Kingler, the pincer Pokemon. One claw grew massively and as hard as steel. It has 10,000 horsepower strength. However, it is too heavy. That's a lot of strength. But too heavy, huh? Can you imagine what it would be like to have a hand that is so heavy that you can't pick it up? That would suck. Seafoam Islands. You don't say. Alright, we need to kind of sneak out of this place and head on to our next destination. Thankfully, even fainted, Nessie is still able to swim. I don't know how that works, but I ain't complaining. We should be safe from trainers as long as we somewhat keep from the bottom. Even if any of them are looking our way, we'll be able to see them before they see us. Alright, you're at the top of the screen, so you can't see us. There's not enough room for your exclamation mark. And we made it. Oh, okay. So the missing note glitch is not possible here. You wanna know why? We'll show you real quick. Get on the water, and here we are on the route next to Cinnabar Island. So, the missing note glitch. Allow me to quickly explain what goes on with it. In red and blue, right here where we're sitting, is still considered part of this town right here. And because of that, when you're surfing on the water's edge, it's trying to call up a Pokemon battle, but there's no Pokemon here under normal circumstances. Unless you go to Viridian City and talk with the guy who teaches you how to fight Pokemon, or how to catch Pokemon. And because you trigger a fight there, that stores a Pokemon battle, so that when you fly to Cinnabar Island and get in the water, there is still a trigger for a Pokemon battle. And so, that triggers a Pokemon battle that's not supposed to be there, and that triggers the battle with Missing No. And Missing No has some interesting effects on the game, including duplicating the 6th item in your inventory to like somewhere over 100. It turns into a glitch number. It also glitches your Hall of Fame information from defeating the Pokemon League, which most people won't care about. I probably don't care about it, but there are also some other possible side effects from using the Missing No glitch, which is why I was not planning on taking advantage of it. Most importantly though, in Pokemon Yellow, they fixed it. How did they fix it? By making it so that this water's edge right here is no longer part of Cinnabar Island. Alright. Let me think here. There's a couple things I want to do. Start things with... We have room to deposit? I guess we could have caught another Pokemon. Well, we're not depositing anything just yet. We're going to go ahead and release these Pokemon, because we don't really need them. Krabby and Articuno. And go ahead and deposit the Tentacle as well, because we can catch a Tentacruel at some point. Now, let's see here. It's time to get in the new teammates, but I'm trying to decide whether to do that now or wait until the start of the next stream. It's a tough choice. Well, part of the issue here is I don't have the graphics ready for the next teammates because I did not expect to make it this far in this stream. So, that's kind of throwing me off. Well, at the very least, I suppose we should go ahead and end the stream by saying goodbye to half of our team, pretty much. While I'm thinking about it, Red, go ahead and withdraw that Master Ball, as well as the old Amber. We're going to be making use of both of those in the next stream. And old Amber. Alright. First things first, saying goodbye to Nessie. Wow, We acquired you at level 15, and you only managed to get to level 21. Didn't get to use you as much as I would have liked, but you weren't really a high priority, I guess. Was cool to have a Lapras on the team while it lasted, though, I guess. Ninjantis, you were an absolute pain to locate. But it was kinda cool having you on board for a time. My only regret is we didn't get to use your sword dance ability all that often. Mainly because you learned Slash, and Slash ignores attack buffs. When it gets critical hits, that is. Critical hits ignore attack buffs, so that sword dance was not that useful to have. Ah well, it was cool having you anyway. And lastly, Jenny. Totally did not expect you to be on my team at all during this adventure. You were the luckiest Pokemon catch I ever had. That was quite a thing there. You were definitely helpful for a time, but now is the time to say goodbye. So, let's see here. Goodbye, Nessie. Goodbye, Ninjantis. And goodbye, Jenny. All of them released outside. I like to imagine that Nessie has been released out into the water, and Nessie is carrying Jenny off to new horizons, while Ninjantis is kind of just doing his own thing and flying off somewhere. So now we got 3 empty slots, and all 3 slots are going to be filled up at the start of the next stream, which will be tomorrow at the same time. In the meantime, go ahead and set the border back to normal since we're out of that cave. And down at the bottom of the screen is all of my patrons. And next time, going to make use of this old amber, I'm going to make use of this master ball, and going to retrieve Jerry from the PC. And we will have my final team of this adventure. How exciting! I'll see ya then. Thank you guys for watching.